Anna and 39S, that's it. Interior Editor New Edition. The Hearth Fire edition, just build the houses, but leave them empty. And use the Anna's mod, and then you can place whatever you want. I made this the living room in here. I combined the living room and the garden room. You see this dress? It has a tailor. Alright, now look at this lovely garden. Yes, there's the bunny. Oh, he's so cute. We added them with that mod. Look at that. Can really make the garden look nice. It's kind of sparse with the vanilla part of the game. Look at that. It has a whole bunch of different things you can add in the plant section. And it has food, flowers, mushrooms, you know, all the good stuff. And I added another little seating area by the fire. There's a lot. Now let me show you what I did over here. This is one of the things it has.
Need something?
No, I don't need anything, horsey. Alba. Alright, so this is one of the things I've added. I added this for an entry using that mod. It has mushroom trees. Look how cute that is. The same kind of mushrooms they have in Blackreach. I added a outdoor bath. I have clothing on, but there you can lounge. Lounging in it. Put a bunny over here too. Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cutie pie. Alright, so and you can add rugs. So I added this little chill space. They have some cool tableware. So I thought this was pretty nice. They have a lot of details in that mod. Too many things for me to tell you about all of them. But I'll highlight a few. As a matter of fact, while we're at it, I want to show you the other space, what we did with that. We'll go for a little ride with Alba. Hi, sweetie Petey. Hi, sweetie. Oh, you're so sweet.
Yes?
Yes, you are.
All right then.
Okay, so we're going to go for a little ride. I'm going to show you what I did. I added some lights to make a proper path. There we go. Oh, there's a wolf. Well, of course there is. Of course there is. Where are you at? Come on, you know you want some. Watch out, Alba.
Oh well. Must have run off.
No, Alba, they did not run off. I just dealt with them. As I should have. Okay, so I added this. And this. They even have ships. I added this whole area here. Including the bird's nest. Ooh, look at that. They just... nice timing. Anyway, so I added this little dock area. Including added this little boat. You have to be particular with the placement of it. You can't just like put it in the water or it'll just be filled up with water. So you have to be kind of clever where you place things. Isn't that nice? You sit there and you just enjoy the view. Moving on. Oh, there's the bird. Look at you. Look how beautiful you are. Right into your lovely nest. All again compliments of that mod. Anna's Interior Editor. Alright, so I'm going to show you Tink's house. Now, this was basically an empty mushroom. Added the fireplace, added all of this. By the way, our friend here, these fairy wings, it's from a different mod. Again, every mod I use is free. All you gotta do is look up fairy wings. So I want to show you what we did with this house. Okay, so the mushroom spawned and it had these cages, and I did not like that, frankly. I have no intention of imprisoning anything. So I turned this into a bathroom. Look at this. I even added the door. There we go. A toilet. That's my idea of toilet paper. And out we go. And I made this one. I made this one a shower. Alright. Just to give you an idea of the different things that you can do using this mod. Some of these things were spawned here, like the tables. So this mushroom wasn't completely empty, but we added a lot to it. Food, some of the things, you can have food either so you can take it, or so it's fixed and it's unable to be taken. It's two of the different things that are in that mod. Didn't know this is a bedroom. This one the guest room. I don't know. This is a little. As far as I'm concerned, this is a mirror. It's actually a platter, silver platter, but we're using that as a mirror. And then over here is our kitchen area. I love these plates. I love the tableware. Look at that, it's beautiful. They have a couple different ones a person can pick from. I picked that for this particular house. Here is the other room. I think this is the guest room, right? Everything we need is here. We added those things, some of it. They have more than one chair. It just happens to be my favorite chair, so you probably see it more than once. Has cool things like this you can add on shelves. Including these. I like those. See, there's a lot of options that a person can decorate with. We have our little alchemy area. So let's go outside. I want to show you the exterior. I think you're going to enjoy that. Alright, and down we go. Okay, I put this mushroom house right outside of Whiterun. I wanted them to be close to town and everything that we might need. The Gajit spawn right over there, because that's pretty convenient. Now look at this. Look at this cool house. This big mushroom house. Now I made this over here, a little garden area. I'll come over here so you can see it properly. So here's the house. Big mushroom house, which I thought was appropriate for Tink. Let's go into our little garden area. I'm going to show you that. Excuse you. Okay. So here you can see the garden that we added. Ash yams, potatoes, leeks. I personally don't like leeks. So as far as I'm concerned, that's like asparagus or something. And we got cabbage, which in my mind is lettuce, because I prefer lettuce. We got carrots, gourds, which is gorgeous. Add the mushrooms, added a little picnic area in here. Excuse me. walk around the butterfly. The butterfly's like a wall. Added a nice little picnic area here. Oh, an apiary is another thing that is in that mod. I love the apiary. A chopping block for wood. They have so many different things a person can add. See, I made a nice little area here to lay down. Ah, so relaxing. Not gonna get a tan here, but that's okay. We're here to relax, not to get a tan. Lovely. There, now we can enjoy this lovely view. So this is something that you can do. If you like decorating, if you like building, this mod is for you. Look, you can even add clover. Look at that. Yes, and you. Because I think they're the main character there. They're like, yes, let me get in the shot. Let them look at me. But anyway, the clover is really beautiful. Oh, even the birds. See, look at this little bird. Look at these birds. Yep, they're so cute. Alright. So, this is Tink's house. This is the mushroom house. Love it. And I'm playing this on PlayStation. So first of all, you can see I added a stable. Here's the original stable that comes with the game, Hearth Fire. And I added a garden shed. Now they have a table that's usually here, but I didn't like the things that were on the table, and it annoyingly would respawn. So I added this table, and I don't have that problem. Alright, so let me give you a little tour. I made it so that you have the extra bedrooms on the side here. But what I did was turn one side, use dividers, and I turned one side into a living room. Oh, there's our Poochie. Oh, he's so cute. I'm going to give you a warning. You can get dogs, but they bark. A lot. Now, I did see a mod where you can get it so that the dogs don't bark. I didn't use that mod, but it's there. Now, here on the other side, I turned this into a guest room. So I made one side a living room, and I made the other side a guest room. And you can even hang things like your jewelry on these divider spaces. I turned this into a little seating library area. And then here's the guest room. And this is one of the beds that comes with that mod. You see how it says sit cross-legged, sit on ledge? It even has markers like that in the mod. Now this space, the armory, I made one side for warrior, and I made the other side for magic. And again, all these are different things that you can get from that mod. And I will show you how to use that mod, where exactly to get it. Well, you get it from the creations thing on PlayStation, where they have the mods. And again, it's free. But I mean, I'll show you where it is. You know, as far as being in Whiterun. Oh, Jerkin? Yo, Jerkin? Eat a Jerkin? This is how I decorated the snowy peak, which is what I call it. I had the planter and the plants. I love the plants. Alright. I want to show you the little garden shed that we made. And the reason why I did it the way I did it, I'm gonna get a door here. So I added a banner. Whoosh, just walk right on through there. So this is our garden shed. You can do so much in this game. It had like growth, so I tried to make it make sense by putting some plants in here. One of the things you can get from this mod is this horse. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's the horse talking, by the way. She's not very chatty. She doesn't say much. But she still is a lovely horse.
Need something?
Nope. No, I don't need anything. Alright, now I'm going to show you one of the other houses that we have decorated. This is the actual test house, and what I have done with the test house, we turned it into an actual livable space. And this is our fancy pants bedroom. Look at this. La-dee-da. Pillows for pocketbooks. I have a mod that allows for witch hats. And then they hover. So I've just used it. So that's their magical placement as far as I'm concerned. But they're definitely wearable and pretty freaking cute. And here's what I did for the bedroom. Made this little dressing area. Put a little mirror there. And I made this for jewelry. This test house is pretty cool. Okay, there's a banner. It's mostly working. This place is huge too. Hello. Alright, so I made a room for the people who are here. There's a blacksmith, there's a chef. Here's a space for all of them. Here's for the bard. You can tell by the things I added. This one is, this was the blacksmith's bed. What is this one? I think that one's that one's the chef. And here we have a bed for the merchant. So this is the servants' quarters. And here we got some bunnies. Some more bunnies. Okay, now this I made an indoor garden area. I just like that. So this is a lovely space. Just sit here and can read, can chillax, enjoy the space. Again, that's supposed to be for fire, but you can do whatever you want with it. I turned it into a fountain. I put it down and then added a splash effect and out this little fountain to enjoy. So this is our indoor garden area. Remember, if you don't want to hear the dogs bark, either don't get a dog or get a mod where they don't bark, which obviously I did not do. Now here's the coolest thing about this room. Gee, what else could be here? Oh, I don't know what could be here. Open wardrobe. We have a secret room. Ooh, it's a vampire room because Batilia is a vampire. So here we have our little secret hidden vampire space. With everything a lovely vampire would need. So how did I make a secret room? Okay, so this was just an opening. And obviously in that mod they also have a secret door. So I added 2 wardrobes. One is usable as a wardrobe. And space was just enough so I could put 2 of them side by side. So I put the secret room one next to a regular one. And now it looks like there's a secret room there. This also is an open space, but I just put a working wardrobe there. So now it has a secret room. Over here is a dining space. Those statuaries are gargoyles. Look how beautiful that is. Look at the platter. It's beautiful. Now let me show you downstairs. This is our magic room. Added a little garden area, our cauldron area, again with our floating witch hats. It makes them look more magical. I think that's a glitch. It's not supposed to do that, but that's okay. We'll make lemonade out of lemons. Yeah, added a little seating area, a statue, and notice I attached the mage stone to it. So now I can use that. Made this nice little seating area. Sit in here and read a book. Look how beautiful this space is. Here is the kitchen. Look, all these nice things that you can add. Excuse me. This is a different set of tableware. There's our chef. Hello, chef. How are you doing today?
Need something?
Yeah. Okay. This way, my dear. At a little laundry. It's a laundry area. Play around with placements of things. Like I had to play around to get that. That actually is a hoe. But it's now a stirring stick for our laundry. So anyway, here's our bathroom. Over here, I'm using this for a toilet. It's the throne. Okay, moving on. And I'm using this space for large gatherings, banquets, and, you know, a committee space, as it were. Added this fireplace. Now it has an extra room over here. Again, it has things like this. Look at this lovely wall. Oh, that bird's upside down. Okay. They're doing some aviation tricks, apparently. Oh, this map too? Sometimes. Oh, that's also upside down. Yeah, it doesn't always do that. I mean, I've used that map in other spaces and it was fine. Sometimes it's a little glitchy. Okay, so this is our party room. Again, this is a whole party space. Here we have a space for a bartender, as it were. I'll put some gaming things here. And here, there's a card game going on. Now, another thing that's in this space, which I didn't do anything with, I'm going to show it to you. There's a little hidden area down here. Alright, it has like a spa area. Now, this is what it looks like when no one does anything. You can see I didn't do anything to it. You see there's water here. And a random grape. And a bar of soap, okay. Alright, so this is the entrance of the test house. When you come in here, it doesn't have any of this gloriousness, but it has these things. So you go to here, and here is where you choose what you want. And I added this so that the house is just prettier. So when you first enter into the Anna's test house, this is what it looks like. It's completely empty. If you look over here, you'll see it has these spaces that showed you before. Again, completely empty. But you can turn this house into your living house. So this is the first thing you do. I'll show you where it is then. It's right inside of the entrance of Whiterun. But when you get here, what you do is you go into the strongbox. You can take all these different things. But the part that is relevant is this ring for a fixed object, which we're going to equip. And this one for remove building and furniture. Remove gives you that spell. Here we go. Alright, so here we go. You can remove something. You just go like this. You point at it. And there it goes. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. So if you do something, if you play something and you don't like it, you can remove it. I do saves. That's how I do it. I do saves before I do everything. There's a lot of saving in this game. Alright, so put on the ring. Go into magic. Fix object. Alright. Let's just take some furniture, shall we? By the way, the scrolls don't have any weight to them. But you don't want to take every scroll because it takes a long time to go through and find what you want. Here, let's add the tailor. Okay? Tailor. There you are. I want to show you some of the clothing.
Hey, Trilby!
You're just such a charming personality. Now look at these clothes. Some of them are pretty colorful. They have boots, they have a couple kids' clothing, they have a lot of different dresses, a lot of different things. I love the clothes. Large variety of clothing. And if you have a male avatar, it just makes a male version of all of this. Alright?
Alright then.
Alright, let me show you. Here, I'll just place a quick little table here. Here, I'll just make this as an example. Here's an arcane enchanter. We're gonna put this here. There we go. Now, you see the placement is a little off? That still is using one of those. We only have so many. How many do we have? We have 50. See, it counts as 49. Now, it's misplaced. You can see the spot where we placed the spell. It's going to move up, move back some to watch. See, now it shows the whole thing. But if you look, it's now down to 48. It used that. Alright? Now what you do to fix it is just shout. Alright? So I pressed R1 for shout. Now I can use it. Now let me show you. Alright, I'll show you me using it. Okay, so you can use this. Now say, for example, alright, say I want to add this. Alright, cool. But say, oh, I don't want it in that spot. So do it again. It'll move it. Now say I go to place something else. Now I haven't done the fix thing with the shout. So say I just move something else like a bar stool. Now notice I made that thing just disappear. You can keep placing objects until you fix it. And I'll do a shout. And that fixes it. Now we can use it. You won't be able to use it until you do the shout to fix it. Okay? Now say I want to remove it. We have to put on the appropriate ring. See, right now I have a... You notice on the top it says fix object. Okay, that's to put things in place. Now say I want to remove it using this. Put the ring on. It gives us the spell. Go into magic. Alright, remove object. Alright, now we go like this. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright, so that's basically how this mod works. And this is a really cool house. Like I said, it offers a lot of different things that you can do. A lot of different things. Emotes, people, food, the cool tailor so you can get some cool clothing, even though they have a attitude.
Hey, Skeever Butt.
You should be nicer to yourself. Why you call yourself Skeever Butt? Uh-huh. So anyway, it has a lot of different things. Go through the different stuff. Here's everything you get to choose from. Again, I would suggest you just take your time, look through it, and just take the scrolls that you want. Because otherwise, it's a whole lot to scroll through. Alright, and you may not want that. So here we go. I'm going to show you this. Okay, now I'll show you the markers. Okay, so here's a cheer marker. I'll show you this one. Alright, so you go like this. By the way, if say you want to lay down on the bed, you have to have the spacing this way for you to lay this way. So oh, that's right. I have to add this. Hang on here. Fix object. Alright. Now, the chair disappears. See? Okay, now watch. Let me put my hands down. See? Now I'm cheering. Yay, I'm cheering. Some of them are pretty short. They don't last very long. And some of them last considerably longer. There you go. So that's how you do an emote. That's in the furniture section. But they also have food to animate. I'll show you that. We'll just take all of that. Now remember, you have to fix things, or it's just going to place the next thing that you put down. So you have to place it with your hand and do the shout to fix it. So you place it with, I guess it's X, and then the shout is with R1. Alright, so the animation for the food isn't in the scroll section. It's in the food section. So we're going to eat this, and it should show me drinking some ale. I'll pick another one. How about, alright, how about blowhorn? Okay. I'm going to show you another one. Let's see, what else we got here? How about Cicero's dance? Just eat it? That's right. I'm a happy woman. Just dancing away. Animation cough. See, it has a lot of different emotes. Some of them last longer than other ones. If you keep doing it and doing it and doing it and you go to stop and it doesn't, jump. Just jump and it'll take you out of it. Alright, so this is basically how this is done. Now let me show you where the test house is. So, you come to Whiterun. Come inside. It's really easy to find. The test house is right inside of the entrance. Alright, so we're right inside of Whiterun. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
You've been seen in the company of the companions. That's an honorable path you're on, friend.
Thank you, buddy. Alright, so we're right here at the entrance. Come over here, to the right. You go in this little nook. Just take your time and go through all of them. I'm going to show you some of. There's a lot of different things. You can place gems, all sorts of random objects. A lot of different things. See the things I showed before about the fountains? There's a Debella flower. I got that here, for example. And the water, to make that waterfall effect. to make the fountain effect, I mean. Just scroll down here. I think it's toward the bottom. Gonna hang all these different things. Some lights, moss. This is pretty cute. The falling petals. Dead fish, not so cute. Here's the waterfall. So that's what I use for the fountains. All sorts of things to decorate with. Again, if you like decorating, this is the mod for you. Love the banners. The banners are really cool. Wreaths. All sorts of different things. Oh, I gotta turn around. I don't know why they show them backwards. Just spin it around. You can see them properly. So, I hope that you truly enjoy this. I know I really enjoyed using this mod. Like I said, you could even spawn people and horses and things. By the way, the blacksmith doesn't really do anything. He just does his blacksmithing thing. You can't really interact with him for some reason. And like I said, horses, you can ride the horses. Arvac. They have ones with and without saddles. A lot of different choices. You can make something very personalized to what you want. Do experimenting. You know, you'll find what works for you, what you like, what you don't. A lot of different things. Bridges. Campfires. A cart. Catapult. I haven't done the catapult, but there it is. Bunch of crates. Sometimes the crates are, they like sink into the space. Again, you have to play around with things. Have display shelves if you want to be a merchant. These houses, they're pretty cool, and they have the doors to go with them. A lot of different nice houses and such. A lot of different things. Oh, here's the thing. Alright, so I made a fishing dock, and I spawned fish, and then it just showed a bunch of dead fish. That was really annoying. So, again, do a save before. If you don't like something, you can just back right out of it. There's also the remove thing. But I've been using a lot of saves beforehand. Lighthouse. Some of these things are really large. Like the statues. See, they have a lot of variety here. Oh, the outdoor bath. Okay, that's really huge. I've put that with shallow water areas, and then it has like steam come up, so it makes it look like a you know, one of those areas in nature that has, you know, the hot water come out. For some reason, the actual word of that is escaping me. I'll probably remember that at 2 o'clock in the morning. It'll just pop in my head. Here you can add ships. Like I said, these statues, some of them are really gigantic. They definitely do not fit inside. You have to put them outside. Statue of Ariel, that's really large. Alright, some of them are smaller. Some of them are gigantic. Very large statue. So, a lot of variety here. There's a different gourd house from the one that I showed you earlier. See, make a lot of different buildings. You could make a town. Really. I mean, you can really invest a lot of time using this mod. And for the most part, it's been working really well. You know, it hasn't been too glitchy. It's been pretty good. I hope I've given you a lot of ideas. I'll show you basically what is available in this mod so that you can make the house or town of your dreams. Alright, this is how you set it up. You go to creations. This is where the mods are. Some of them cost money and some of them are free. Right, now you can just scroll down until you find it. Or, what does it say? L1? So this is the mod, and it gives a description over here about all the different stuff that it does and tells you where it is, even though I already showed you in this video. How we turned this bedroom area into a living room. So we start off, I'm going to find the room divider. It's the first thing we're going to do. There it is. Alright, so we clicked onto that. We're just going to try to line that up best that we can. Okay, let's look at it. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay. We do our shout, set it in place. Now we line up the next one. Okay, dividing wall in place. Next, let's see. If you're going to use rugs, I suggest that you do them before you place furniture. It's just easier that way. They're different sizes, so might experiment a bit. Actually, before I'm going to do that, I'm going to put it in the fireplace. I like this one. Bring up the fireplace. How did I get? Let's see here. Alright, so it's out way too far. See, notice the cooking thing's in the back. Why is it in the back? I don't know. Notice until you set it, you can walk right through that thing. Alright, so I'm gonna move that back farther. Farther than that. Alright, a little bit more. That's not bad. I can work with that. Okay. And we have fire here someplace. There it is. Lovely. I think we're going to use this rug. I'm going to put it where the chairs are. Move into it a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more than that. Alright, good. By the way, you can even put these things on the ceiling. This one, for example. Well, let's not do that one. Let's do the green one. I'll put that here too. Yeah, this one. You can put them up here. You have to play around getting things to be centered. There we go. That's pretty good. And then it changes the color. Some of them look exactly the way they are, and other ones it changes it once you do the shout on it. Put it in its place. I like the throne. So you see that's there, right? We don't want that. So I'm going to put a chair here. We didn't set it yet. We didn't yell at it. Even though it's being naughty. See? It made it disappear. Now, do I want that there? I'm going to move it a little bit. Let's tilt it a bit. Let's put one here. Now we're going to shout that one. And we'll put that one here. Angle it a little bit. He looks about right. There we go. Okay, what's next? Put a table in here. I want to show you the mead barrel. Put a table right about here. Yeah, we'll put that there. Alright, now let me show you how to do the mead barrel. Want to find it. Okay, that was a mead barrel, but what we want is the we want the furniture thing here. Furniture marker, mead barrel marker. That's the one. By the way, you can put things on your left and your right hand. So I just marked out my left hand. And here is the mead barrel. And I'm going to show you how to do this. So we have mead barrel on the right, and we have that one. Sometimes, instead of things being directly centered, it's a little over to the left. See? And it went in the center. That's not pretty good. You like that? Alright. Now, we're going to put the mead barrel marker right about there. Now, see how it's not lined up? Now we're trying to get that in the same place. Okay, so you need to move over a little bit more. That's close. Almost. Try that one. Nope. Now remember, you only have so many of these. So you might want to do a save. And that way if you run out, that's pretty close. A smidgen. Just a smidgen. Okay, that's good. Alright. Now, I want you to see this. Put our hands down. Use mead barrel. See? And now we got some meat out of there. Now, it's kind of particular, so even if you go like this, and use mead barrel. I'll try to turn myself. It won't let you view it that way for some reason. But anyway. That is how you do that. That's how you line up the marker with the mead barrel. Okay, what else we got? What else do we got? You want to put a little end table in here? Like an end table right here. There we go. And what else did I grab for this space? I'll go up this way. Oh yeah, we'll put a little pile, a little wood pile over here. Now, you see how it is in that direction? You may have to move your body in the position you want it. See, I have to turn this way for it to turn that way. Move forward a little bit. Okay, that's good. We yell. One time yelling is actually good. And what else we got? I like this. I think this thing is cute. We're gonna put that right here. There we go. I like this decanter. You can also put glasses here. I'm just gonna put the decanter here. I'm gonna put it right here. And what else we have? A planter. A planter here in the corner. Now, big snowberry bush. The big the snowberry. I was gonna say rose bush. No, it's not a rose bush. It's a snowberry bush. Snozzberries? Nope, snowberry. There you are. I don't know why it's not showing it. Being difficult. I'm okay with that. Okay. I think we'll put these over here. Put one there. And another one. And a third one. There we go. And here, the flagon. It's a cool looking flagon. Put that here. There we go. Alright. I was going to put that there. There we go. This is nice too. Put one here. Oh, a little over. There we go, it's better. I'll show you the bowl. I'll put it right here. Oop, out too far. Works. There we go. Actually, kind of reminds me of like a drum. Alright, so here is an example. So here is, it didn't take long. Here we just made a living room. Look how nice this is. Have a little seat. Very nice. Then we sit here and we can enjoy our fireplace. Actually, I like doing that in the different taverns. But it's annoying when some of the other characters in the game just stand there and go, "You need something? What do you want? You need something? Do you need something?" So, if you want to have a fireplace where you can actually enjoy it in peace, this is the one ways to do it. You can make your own. Actually, I'll put this on the table too. Okay. Alright, let's try over here. Yeah. Now, where is the ball? We want to have a ball. Where are you? There you are. I like to put you right about here. Now, mind you, again, if you just go like this right in the center, it won't go right in the center. Go over a little bit to the left. Let me look at it. Oh, it's not quite right. Try it again. Move up and over a little bit. That's pretty close. Not quite right. Alright, now come on now. Now, up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I like that. You can also put that on a shelf, but I like putting it on a wall. Nice. Okay. And last but not least, as I think of something else, the lovely wreath. We can also put that on the wall. But I think I'll do the wreath. I'll put the wreath. See if this wreath cooperates. Well, sometimes it only shows a partial wreath. Like that. You can also take that. Some of these things you can just take, and then it's in my inventory, and you can drop it someplace else. Let's see what it looks like if I put it here. All right, that's better. There, I'll put a wreath right there. And we can also, I'm probably gonna try putting a wreath over here, see what that does. Right about there. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Alright, I like it. So here is the living room. What do you think? Nice, huh? Even has a little mantle, you can sit things there. Here, show a little candle thing. Alright, I think I'm gonna put one right here. Alright, over a little bit more. Alright, not there. Not quite. See, sometimes it's a little tricky. You gonna cooperate with me? Alright, let's move you in more. There we go. And shout. There we go. Now, will it cooperate? Let me put another one over here. Kinda. Let's try to move it out a little bit. A little bit more. There we go. Is it where we want? Yes, it is. And we shout. That is how you do it. That's how you use Anna and 39S Interior Editor New Edition. If you like to decorate houses, I think you would really enjoy this mod. And I enjoyed showing it to you. So I hope that you all find this very helpful. And have a great time. Personalize your home. Make it exactly the way you would like. That mod has a lot of different things for you to choose from. And it is free. Doesn't cost you any money. I'm on PlayStation 4. Just go into the creations and it shows a whole bunch of mods. If you set up a mod and it looks like it's not there, save your game, go back into the creation thing, find the mod. There's an area that says My Library and it'll show all the mods that you pick. And then look and see if it is enabled. Because sometimes, for some reason, even though you enable it when you set it up, it will disable it. So you have to go back in and enable it again, and then it should work completely fine. And this mod's been pretty good. It hasn't been too glitchy. It has a couple little things here and there that are an issue, but for the most part, it's been great. So I feel confident in recommending this mod to all of you, especially if you enjoy decorating homes, because this gives you a lot of nice options that go beyond what the normal game offers. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Everyone, have a great day.